It was late November 2024. I was driving over to my rented out house in Titusville. I had made it clear that before I sign a lease renewal, I must inspect the property. It was free for the tenant, so they didn't have to worry about me charging them. The primary purpose was for me to inspect the inside area to see if the property was being kept clean. When I arrived, I prepared for the worst. In the entire year that they had been renting, only one strange issue had occurred. I had been told November 1st that the police had been called by neighbors to the property due to excessive yelling. I drove over there and tried to understand the situation. I spoke with the police first, who were a little on edge, seeing as I had slowly driven by the property a few times before stopping and getting out. The police explained that there had been a family fight outside with cursing and threats of violence. When I saw the tenant, I got her side of the story. Apparently, there had been a death in the family, and the ones fighting had been extended family members. The tenant assured me that they would be gone in a week. I was relieved because I knew the inspection was coming up and I was nervous that something might have happened inside the house. When I arrived at the property to conduct my inspection, I was pleasantly surprised to see that it was clean and orderly. I looked around and saw no damage, no excess garbage piling up, no holes in the walls, etc. I checked the entire area and it was beyond satisfactory. I made small talk with the tenant and complimented her on how nice everything was. Considering that this family paid on time every month, had little maintenance calls, mowed the grass for free, and brushed a bunch of branches off the roof, they were my best tenants by far. I told them that I would be honored to have them stay for another year. They seemed happy as well. I got the lease made and sent it to them to be signed. The only thing that I felt could be improved is that they get a better outdoor curtain. There was an outdoor carport that they had turned into a man cave. To shield it from the elements, a blue tarp had been set up. This looked ugly, and several of my neighbors had told me about it. I told the lawyers that were setting up the lease to add in a line about using an actual outdoor curtain and not a tarp. Because of how well the property was treated and the extra work they put into it, I didn't even bother to raise their rent. They signed it, and I got to relax all through Christmas knowing everything was right with the world. I did find it strange though. The neighbors who had alerted me to the original police being called had told me repeatedly that the extended family were not just there for a few weeks, but had been living there for a few months. They also had a dog, but there had been no pet deposit fee in the 2024 rent. Oh well, I guess it had slipped my mind. Serves me right for not double checking. In January of 2025, I asked the tenants to pay the pet deposit fee of $350. They responded by saying that they had been in a car wreck and that they could pay it in March. Since I trusted them, I agreed. I sat back and waited for the pet deposit fee to come in, glad that the whole police thing had finally been dealt with and my property was rented for another year.